We're back. We are back, everybody. Back from New York. Our adventure to New York. That was an interesting time. Don't really get out of the house much. Don't really leave my immediate area much, other than for my thrifting and all that stuff that we do. Not that much for just traveling. And I drove the whole 12 hours, and that was insane. Car busted up, makes a train screeching noise whenever you're driving it and taking a slight left. Getting that checked out today. Hopefully, by the time I head inside, we'll have a call from my mechanic and they'll know what's wrong. I had my car fixed right before this road trip, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to be able to go. No problems. Well, the same exact problem happened again, but worse, in the same exact wheel. So we're going to see what that's about. But while I was down there, my friends were gracious enough to show me around the New York thrift stores. I wanted to show you guys what I got down there. Obviously, I went down for fun. I wasn't really going down to thrift, but one of those days we did go thrifting. We found some good stuff. We showed my friends, the ropes. We showed them how to do it. And yeah, they got their own stuff too as well. And not all the stuff I have gotten was actually listed yet. I do have some stuff here that I want to show you that I haven't actually gotten a chance to list, but I will show you them. But first, we'll get into what we have listed, what I've comped out, and then we'll move on to those things that I've yet to do, but I want to show off in this video because they're cool items. Starting off with a bit of a lot here. Now, we went out, and all the book prices were very fair, very fair. I was going to New York. I was expecting high prices. I don't know why. Everyone said that. But they were very fair prices. I definitely went on a lot more of these paperback lots because paperbacks are cheap. And if you'll see here, I have like a little weird save 5%. I was testing to see how like the sale functionality works on eBay. So I have a little sale going on right now, I think till the beginning of June here, just to see how it works, see what happens with it. It's a 5% sale. It's nothing much because I didn't really do it. I just did all inventory, so I didn't want to do like 10% and regret it. So I did 5% just to see how it worked because I did my time away, and obviously that's killed my store because we haven't listed in like a week. But we're getting back to listing. We're really doing a lot of organizing recently. But yes, we have a fairly decent lot of Danielle Steele. Obviously, when you're doing lots, you want to make sure you're getting them for the right price. Never, buy too much into them. If this was $1 each, this would not be worth it, obviously. But they're a few cents each, so this was very much worth it. We put them all up here, and we have them out here for $12.22, but with a sale, $11.61. So a lot of the prices here of my stuff is going to be, a little weird now because of the 5% sale. But I just wanted to try running a sale. I've never ran a sale. I kind of figured it out today. I just say, I'll try it. I'll just try it. We have a few more lots here because there was lots of good books. Here we go, another J.A. Jance. Around the same price you're getting for both lots. And paperbacks, pretty standard. You get like, $10, $12 for, around 10 books. Like I said, you want to make sure you're getting them for a good price. I was just kind of going in there. I was having fun with my friends. We were just getting some books. And he was like, oh, what about this lot? I was like, yeah, sure, we'll go for it. And yeah, this is definitely a good lot. I don't know if I would do this many lots, but, I was out with my friends. They're like, oh, what about this lot? I was like, you know what? Yeah, we could swing it. And it's not like I lose money on any of these. I make plenty of money on any of these. But it's kind of like it's a mediocre flip. It's not like the best ones out there, but it was just like, these books are fairly cheap. Let's go get them. Let's have some fun. Here, we found plenty of these out there, or some hardcover, dust jacket, vintage fictions. This one was pretty cool. Children of the Vampire, around $10 for this one. Very cool looking book. Yeah, nothing really much to say about it. When we talk about books, we want to look for the hardcovers and the dust jacket. This one happens to be in very good condition, so I think we chose very good. We did, because throughout the book, it looks very nice, very good, well kept up. Dust jacket doesn't have that many visible blemishes, if any at all. So that's a double thumbs up from me. We have, hardback dust jacket, 1995 edition. We have all that. Again, 5% sale. It's really on everything. So if there's anything, I have some Wii's out there and some electronics that if anyone ever wants anything, feel free to check them out. Like I said, it's 5% is not that much, but it was just something I was trying. I just felt like, maybe this will give my store a little. Something else I want to mention is I'm going to try selling on a few other platforms. If you have any other platforms you recommend, write me down below. I know some people have mentioned Amazon, and I am looking at Amazon. I was looking at others like Bonanza. I was maybe going to give Macari another try, Poshmark is like closed, so I don't know if media would really be that good. But I'm gonna try at least 2 or 3 different platforms, see which one is like, the second best next to eBay throughout the summer. This will be a little thing I do probably in a separate video where I talk about it more in depth. But I just want to mention it here. If any of you sell on any other platforms, if you hear anyone, other book people, I've been trying to do some research and like where media sells well. Amazon seems to be the next best. Macari and maybe Bonanza are the ones that really are on my mind currently. But hey, maybe I've missed some. If you know any, let me know. Because I'm going to try that. I'll keep you guys in the know of how that goes. Anyways, we're moving on to some more vintage fiction. Hardcover dust jacket, very good condition. Why very good? Because it is in very good condition. We show off the front, the middle, and the back. We do this on every book. And if there's wear and tear, which we do have, and I believe the next one, we show that off specifically because we want to make sure that our customers have the ability to find the information they wish to know. So we always make sure we are open and honest with our customers so they want to buy the book, compared to, another listing that may be just a stock photo. You see a lot of those on there. It's like stock photo is like, yeah, that's easier, but you're not going in depth with it. I like kind of going in depth when I need to and kind of going simple when I don't need to. When the book's in perfect condition, there's no real need to go in depth. But with a book like this, there is a need to go in depth. Look at that. Now, look at that. We have, hover to zoom. There it is. So we have, like, obviously, the binding is loose. The binding is loose. It's damaged. We even show a better side view of it here. We want to make sure, we even show that it's bent. Whenever your book has some real notable flaws, you can pass it off, right, as a good-looking book. Like in this image, like, oh, wow, this looks good. But you want to make sure, don't pass it off as a good book and then, oh, yeah, they get it and they see this and you had no mention of it. We even show off this here, this little blemish from the opening cover. We want to make sure you show all that. You note that stuff in the description. Even here, we did condition acceptable. This is like a $20 book and knocked it down to, $14. We're going to, hopefully that's acceptable whenever something's really blemished to heck, I always try to give it the price is the appeal to this book. It's not really the quality of the book. It's the price of the book. You're getting a cheaper book, but the quality is, it is how it is. But that is, I feel like that's a fair way to do it. That's, in my mind, the right way to do it. Don't try to get top dollar for an item that is not the top of the food chain. Frog and Toad. I don't know if there's any other Frog and Toad enthusiasts watching, but I used to read these guys a lot when I was a kid. I really like these guys. And there was only one other listing out there, but a few had sold, so this is probably a pretty good listing. Again, has some wear and tear and blemishes, so we didn't really list it for all that much, around $8 here. And yeah, it was just one of those, like, oh wow, it's Frog and Toad. And it was a nice blast of the past with the boys to my side. It was a good time. Like I said, thrifting with the friends. Sometimes, maybe you should talk to your friends if you have any friends there and go out thrifting with them. It really makes, it makes the experience a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. You don't really realize it. A lot of times we're thrifting out on our own. And, we talk to the people around us if there's any other thrifters or, the owners of the place, or, you're just striking up conversation with people. It's a bit different going with friends. I would always recommend it. Always recommend going with friends. Very fun, very unique experience. We going on to the very zenful, the very peaceful, the spiritual, the grateful, the Zen book lot. We found a bunch of Zen books randomly. And a few of these a lot. So we have like this guy right up here, Shenru Suzuki, 2 of his books. And we also have Rashi Philip Kaplu? Don't know. Yeah, we have 2 of his books. And then this random guy, Katsuki Sakita. I don't know any of these. I don't really know anything about Zen, but I do know around $15 is what a book lot will fetch you. I think that's pretty fair. We just went in, found some like items. Like I said, when you're doing lots, you either want the, same author throughout, or you want like authors. You don't want, weird lots. You want to make sure they are as, how do I put it? Maybe consecutive or consistent throughout the lot. It would be better. It would be a better lot if all 5 of these were Shenru Suzuki. But it's still an okay lot if everything is to do with Zen, and you have another, 2 people that have wrote or same person that wrote 2 books. So we want to make our lots as consistent as possible, because that just makes it more appealing to more people. Like, oh yeah, oh I know that guy, oh I know that guy. Sure, I'll pick them both up. I don't really know this guy, but he'll come in too because it's a Zen book. The less consistent your lot is, of course, the more people will look at it and be like, I like that book, but I don't really want the other one, so I'm just gonna pass it. That's how I try to do lots. I try to make sure it is, the same series, the same publisher, all that stuff. Obviously, you can't win all the times. You can't get a straight A's. You gotta get your B's. You gotta get your C's. And I would say this is a B minus maybe. I think it's a solid B. I'm not giving it a B minus. This is a B lot, very solid, very double thumbs up from me. I'm happy with it. But this is a good example of a very good lot, a very, very good lot. A lot of 2, Bruce Cordon. This guy does a lot of history books, a lot of history books in it. Just so happens we have the Civil War and the American Revolutionary War. Now, those are 2 very iconic, if you did not know anything about history, wars to America. And about like the only 2 that I can think of that were actually fought here. So, these are big books, big, nice hardcovers. A little bit of wear and tear, you know how it is. But you pay $1 each for these. You have $2, $15 out. We charge, plenty for shipping. Make sure you're doing shipping, guys. I always try to tell you, but some people don't listen. Oh, it's just media mail. It's not that bad. It adds up. This is $8.23. If I charge free shipping, that's more than half the value there, and that's not fees included into my calculations. So yes, make sure you're doing shipping. This is a very good lot because not only is it the same guy, not only are they both hardcovers and dust jackets, but they are about the same topic, roughly, Civil War, American Revolutionary War, kind of, boom, boom. Not exactly, but if you want to rush through history, it is pretty much that. The easy mode history, because none of us really know what, like, the Spanish War and all the other weird wars that happened. They don't really teach you that in school. You have to go to Google for that. And even then, it's probably a bit shady because I don't know. I don't know anything about those wars. But, as is shown here, they really write about these 2 quite a bit. That and World War II. Who cares about World War I? Because, it only caused World War II. But they don't really teach that. It's a weird thing, history is. It's kind of cherry-picked in school, and at least from my high school education. I don't know. And my college education so far. I've had no history in college, so that's kind of been great because, not my strong suit. But what I know is what I know, and I know that these 2 books is going for $15 roughly, and we're going on a sale here. We're trying the sale. Hey, if it works out, I'll let you guys know next video how it's working out, if it's changed anything. I know 5% is not a lot, so I don't expect it to do much, but I really want like some of my old stuff to go. So what I wanted to really do with the sale, but I didn't do this time, is target my old stuff, like really old stuff, and put like 10% on it. Because I really just want my old stuff gone. It's been here for about a year now or so. Just want it gone. I want to run a sale. I wanted to test the sale functionality, so I just did a small 5% one. But I'm probably going to follow this one up with like a 10% on my older items. You have to go in and individually do that. So that's why I didn't really do that. I just did all my inventory 5% to see what happened. You guys don't care. You guys don't care. Whoa! I accidentally X'd out of one. But you guys will get the picture here nonetheless. Avengers in the Odyssey. I'm going to show you guys this one first because this is basically what I had up there. These, I found so many of these. These were $2 each. And why am I paying $2 for CDs? I never do that. I pay like 10 cents. Well, it's because these are selling for like $40, $50 each. These are really good. So you pay $2 for 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. $8, and you're getting like $40 out. These were selling very consistently, very fast. And we have 3 lots with the lot of 4s. So we have 4, 8, 12. So we have basically 40, 80, 120. We'll put it that way. So $120. But we also have this lot right here, which has 2 CDs each, so 4 discs all together, that we put out there for like $17.77, obviously $16 now, so $17. And obviously we're charging shipping for all of these. But yes, the Avengers and Odyssey series, and the only reason I didn't grab more is because I checked all of them, and the only ones left did not have the full amount of discs that were supposed to be in them. So that is my other main point when you're dealing with, you know, DVDs, CDs, games, anything like that. Make sure you are checking inside the cases, because you never know. It won't be a full set. And, you know, who wants 1, 2, and 4, right? You want 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can't be buying something for full price, like the full $2, and it's not the real thing. It's not the full deal. You want to be making sure. You know, it may be awkward. You sit in there, you open it up, everything. It may look a little fishy, but I really advise you to do that, because I cannot tell you how disappointing it would be to have spent $2 on like 10 more of the CDs. That's, you know, $20, and they would have been junk. You know, they would have been incomplete, because these are like a series. It's not like, you know, oh, you can play these out of order. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's like, you don't want to be messing with stuff like that. Make sure you're checking your CDs, your DVDs inside the cases. Yes, it may look weird, like, oh, why is this guy opening everything? Just do it. All right, that is my advice for you, because the amount of times anywhere, even if they say, oh, they've checked them, people will take the CDs, they won't be in there. You know, it's easy to overlook one. Make sure you're checking. Make sure that things are in there. That is true and real advice for you all. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I'm going to run downstairs and grab the 2 bags of figures that I want to show you guys. We have some cool figures coming up. So I believe I got these at the Goodwill, and this was really quite a steal. It's $3, and you're getting like Jokers. You got Mr. Incredible, but you also have like his family in here. If I can find the Minecraft one, you have like the Minecraft guy on the bottom, and the other Minecraft one there. There's a lot of Minecraft stuff. There's some Roblox characters in here. I know there was a Fortnite one as well. There's this huge. There was 2 of them. I only got 1 because I didn't want to get 2, but I should have gotten both because they were both really good. Just full of figures. A lot of them like fairly solid lots as well. A lot of them obviously I don't know. There's some cool Lego Jurassic Park people in here. I'm just trying to like look in and see exactly everything. But what really stuck out to me was the Minecraft figures, because that was immediately noticeable to me. But upon further looking, I haven't actually looked through all of them because I just kind of recently got home. There's some really good ones. Like I said, the Incredibles are mostly all in there. The other bag actually had Mrs. Incredible in there, so maybe I should have gotten the other bag. Like I said, $3, I should have probably done it. But the other cool one here was the Toy Soldiers. Now, red and blue, that's very cool, very classic. We have cannons and everything. Looks very nice. I don't know how detailed my camera can really pick up on all that stuff, but it does look pretty cool. What's really cool about the soldiers, though, this is a little bit of tidbit of information for any of you that have stuck along this far, I want to give to you. Hong Kong doesn't truly kind of exist. Obviously, there's some weird, funky stuff going on in Hong Kong. That being said, stuff that is made and says Hong Kong on it is very special, because it, you know, may not or does not happen anymore. And all of these toy soldiers, there's no chance that my camera is going to pick this up. So you're going to have to take my word for it, I guess. To have Hong Kong on the bottom of them, that's very rare. That's very cool. That was the thing that kind of stuck out to me. I was like, oh, cool, toy soldiers. I'm going to get these. And then I really looked at them, and they all say Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is basically, even if it's not like, I don't know if stuff comes out of Hong Kong and says Hong Kong anymore, if it's China. I'm pretty sure it just says China. And I think that's rather unfortunate. Stuff from Hong Kong, when it was its own independent country, what is valuable? It has that vintage guaranteed on it, obviously. So yeah, very cool toy soldiers, a good lot of them too. And I don't have an exact match on here, but I'll show you some figures of some similar toy soldiers that are red and blue, but I don't really know. None of them have that exact Hong Kong label on them, so I think that's a very special lot we have here. So we're going to obviously show you a little bit of a broad figure about what toy soldiers can get you. These will probably do a little more since, like I said, very rare. You don't see stuff out of Hong Kong anymore. This guy sold his stuff for around like, 15. He did it on bids. Maybe I'll do a bid for this. I don't really like doing auctions, but yeah, he did like 15, and that's roughly what I was seeing, 15, 20. I don't know if Hong Kong will, put it up to 30 or whatnot. But yeah, I just know that with shirts and clothes as well, Really anything, like I said. If it says Hong Kong on it, that's a rare item. That's a finite amount. So looking for stuff like that can give you a pretty valuable item. And this is just some other stuff from the other things. This guy sold it at like $7.50 on an offer, obviously shipping. And yeah, we have that guy. We have this little guy, the little snow golem, $8.75. We're probably gonna do shipping, so maybe $5. And, see, Steve gets a little bit of a tenner, a little 10 on Steve. So yeah, and there's a lot more figures in here I've yet to break down. Whenever you see like a bag of figures, mixed figures, we have one downstairs that my parents got. They got it for like $11, and it's a huge, there's like 100+ figures in it. Just get them. Figures, they may not go for much individually. They may go for a lot individually, but they never really cost that much to get, and they can build up those little small flips, quick flips. Just always keep an eye out for figures. It's a little thing that I've been trying to breach into recently. Definitely having my fair share of luck recently as well, which I'm thankful for. We actually have some more figures downstairs that were not from the New York trip. My parents, very nicely of them, thank you, Mom and Dad, for continuing to thrift on my behalf while I was gone. Very nice of them, and they have picked me up some great stuff. I didn't show it off in this video because I wanted to keep it to the New York stuff exclusively. Maybe we'll get into that stuff one day, but for right now, this is all we got. This is what we picked up on my trip to the big old New York. It was pretty fun. Great journey. Good thrifting overall. Definitely would go back and thrift again, but I don't know if I would drive that far for good thrifting. Maybe I would, but not anytime soon. I need a break. Good friends, it's great to be back. Good to make a video finally. Oh man, it was a really long journey, a fun journey, but very, very, very exhausting. I'm glad to be back. I am glad to be back. I really like being home. I am a home guy. I do not do too well out in the open. I try my best, but New York is a whole different game compared to what I'm used to. So I'm sure you guys, some of you may agree. I live in the woods. I live on dirt roads. I don't do any of this city stuff. I don't do any of this city garbage. But maybe you guys live in cities or like more suburban areas, and hey, hats off to you. You have way better thrifting than I do. All right, you have way better thrifting. Don't worry, this is not because of any self-imposed injury. I guess it was. I was trying to peel off some stickers when listening to the Adventures in Odyssey, and ping, that hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Thankfully, we had some bandages and we cleaned it all up. So I'm good on this hand. I hope you guys are doing good on the other side of the screen. If you are, good on you. Get on out there, do your stuff. If you're not, put a Band-Aid on it. Yeah, right? No, but feel better, and get back out there and do your stuff to the best of your abilities. I know you can. Every so often we feel down in the dumps, but we can always get up and do better the next day. And that's how I feel. That's how I felt last night. I said, I just want to go to bed, start a new day. Start a new day we did. It's been a good day so far, and hopefully we'll continue to have good days. That's just my take on things as a guy on your screen. Thank you for always putting me on, or putting me on when you have. I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace! And a soldier salute. Ooh, out of order, but we got there. Alright, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.